Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, A Great Shaking in the Land of Israel. A Great Shaking in the Land of Israel. This is off the news, WION, and they're speaking on over there in Jerusalem, how they've legalized same-sex marriages, being gay, and allowing the military, gays in the military, and they're having gay parades and drag queen parades. This is what is going on in the Holy Land. Those days over there, Amalek, the Amalekites, that's Esau's grandson, Amalek, and they're in behind the scenes. These Jewish banking families who run everything, they're in the ruler seat. They're of that line of Esau. And they're an enemy unto the tribes, the 12 lost tribes of Israel. You see, they have fooled the world. The biggest lie in human history. These fake Jewish, the so-called Jewish, the small hats. You see, Kanye West, he's not the way. But what he did say is, the Negroes are Jews, and the Lord is a Jew, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Lord, he's from the tribe of Judah, the head tribe. Kanye was right about that he is a Jew. But like the Lord say, everybody that's Israel ain't Israel, because he won't come into the ministry. But this is what's going on over there in the Holy Land. They've totally polluted the land. That plant, Salakia, the land, Israel, it's going to be cleansed by fire. The Lord's going to cleanse the Holy Land with fire, and it's going to be built back up through the nations. Well, after, in those days, following the after that Third World War, when the elect, when the Lord comes back, Esau, Edom, that whole line, there's no repentance for them. They're going to pay for what they've done. And Amalek has lied to the world. They've tricked the whole world and using their media and different, their media outlets and got the world thinking that they are the people when they're not the people. The new Jerusalem is coming. The new Jerusalem. That land, they're over there doing gay parades and drag queen parades. The Lord is he's going to burn that place to ashes. I mean, he's gonna burn that place. That place, right along with here in America. The place is gonna be burnt down. Let me get to the scripture real quick, because it goes back. When Israel, when we was in the wilderness, and Amalek, you know, all the nations, they came against us. You see, let me go to and you know, Israel, you know, was ready to go. You know, was, you know, mocking the Lord, and you know, they were hungry and thirsty. The Lord kept providing for them, and they kept questioning him, and you know, and he kept, you know, he kept providing for them, but you know, they went off from. That's why he had Israel in the wilderness for 40 years, man. Wandered in the wilderness until that right generation came up. You see, and even Moses didn't even go into see the you know, the land, the Holy Land. But this is going back to when Moses and Joshua and Aaron, when we was in the wilderness, and Amalek, you know, was trying to war against us. But it says, let me go to what is this? Exodus 17. Exodus 17. And I'll start at 6, and it reads, it says, because yeah, I'll get right to the point. I don't want to make this too long. Exodus 17 and 7. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, is YAHAWAHSHI among us or not? This is what they're saying, telling Moses, you know, because they're hungry, they're thirsty. We just came out of Egypt. You got us in the wilderness, and the Lord provided with them with food and clothing and water. You know, this is when Moses, you know, smite the rock, you know, at Horeb 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. 9. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out of men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of Yahawah with the rod of Yahawah in my hand. 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses and Aaron and Hur went up to the top of the hill. 11. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he, see, it says, and it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him. So Moses sat down, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. 13. And Joshua discomforted Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. See, so we prevailed against Amalek with that Joshua, and Joshua is a mighty warrior. You see, and 14. And YAHAWAHSHI said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. See, the Lord's going to destroy Amalek, those Amalekites over there in that land, because it even goes back to this, man. The Lord said he's gonna put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Their time is coming. 15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it YAHAWAHSHI. 16. For he said, because the Lord hath sworn that, it says, for he said, because the Lord has sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Call Halayimlah YAHAWAHSHI. So, you know, there's mass death coming to that place, Israel over there. It's mass death. They've lied. You got all these Edomites coming and they're claiming to be a small hat Jewish, and you know, and they're over there doing all the abominable things and throwing gay parades and drag queens parades and eating all the abominable foods, praying to a stone. You're praying to a stone. I bet you to praying to that stone. It can't save you. It can't stop the missiles coming from Hezbollah. You see, I bet you it can't stop this destruction that's coming. Call Halayimlah YAHAWAHSHI. I'll let this play.
Next week in Israel, having children through surrogacy will be allowed for same-sex couples as well as single men and transgender people. Rights groups have welcomed the announcement, calling it a historic day. Our correspondent Jody Cohen getting you this special report.
In 1992, discrimination in the workplace against LGBTQ individuals was outlawed in Israel. The following year, openly gay people were allowed to serve in any position in the army. And in 2000...
You see? See? And this is what they doing over there in that land. This is what's going on right now. Let me go to Ezekiel, because the time of this, you know, big freak show in our land, the Holy Land, which is completely defiled. You know, Israel, this is the last days of, you know, of them Amalek, them, you know, and you also have you know, Elam over there in that land too. You know, because Jerusalem is divided into what, three? Quote me if I'm wrong. If it's three parts of the city in Jerusalem. You see, amongst the what is it, the so-called Jewish and you have the unorthodox Jews. You also have the Muslims, and you also have the Christians. Quote me if I'm wrong, but it's divided. And they're doing all manner of wickedness over there. And this is a big no-no what they're doing over there. You know, they didn't put up all these false images, and then on top of that, you're having gay parades in the Holy Land. And you've blasphemed the Lord. And you're trying to build a third temple in that land. It's over, man. It's over. All of this is coming out. It's coming out. That lie is being exposed, man. Because there's no way this would be going on. Because the Lord told you when he restore his people, it's going to be world peace. There's no world peace right now. So you can't be those people. You cannot. It don't add up. You're fooling yourself. Amalek. What did I say? Ezekiel. Ezekiel 30. I'll go to Ezekiel 36. There's Salakia. Ezekiel 38 and 16. I'll start at 16, and it reads, "And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land, and it shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land." See, it says it shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know, the heathen, who's over there, the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. And see that Gog, that's that Russia, man. You see that chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. You see, that's that Russia is coming. Now Russia, you're gonna see this war escalate, and the Lord he's using Russia to spearhead the war. Russia is the Lord's gonna destroy Russia, but he's gonna use them to spearhead this war, and Russia is gonna tear stuff up, man. And they're gonna come from Israel. They're gonna come to America. Them missiles is gonna be shot off, man. That Satan 1 and that Satan 2 is gonna hit this land, and it's gonna hit America and Israel. Them Satan 2s are gonna, and whatever else that they got up their sleeve, them missiles are coming. It says, "In the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. It says, I'll hop down 18, "And it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog shall come against the land of Israel." See, this is coming. "And it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith YAHAWAHSHI, that my fury shall come up in my face." It says 19, For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. You see, let me hop down to 22. It says, let me hop down to 22. It says, "And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, an overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone." You see, this is what the Lord is coming with, man. This place right here, Israel, is finished, because they've lied, they've polluted the land, they've blasphemed the Lord. It is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. The Lord's gonna annihilate this place, but it's gonna be built back up, and it's gonna look like the Garden of Eden. You know, the Lord for Israel, man, the kingdom is gonna be right here on earth, right there in Jerusalem, and it's gonna look like the Garden of Eden. You know, something you can't even comprehend how beautiful it's going to look. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and to the Israelites scattered into other countries, our kingdom will be built back up, and it's going to be ruled in righteousness. None of this will be going on. None of it. None of it. And these other nations, starting with Esau, Edom, these white folks, they will be handmaids and servants to Israel, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You see, this is what's coming, man. This is pure filthiness. Call halayim la alahaya nawa Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI.
2005, Israeli LGBTQ couples were granted full adoption rights. However, only traditional couples and single women were eligible to have children born through surrogacy. Health Minister Horowitz, who is openly gay himself, and his Meretz party made promoting equal rights for the LGBT.
See? And then you look at this. See? You have over there in these governments, you got all these sex scandals and you got all this pedophilia and homosexuality going on in these governments. The government that's coming, the government of YAHAWAH BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, the government of Israel, you know, that's coming. It's gonna be YAHAWAH BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. He's gonna be the head ruler of the government. Under him is going to be King David. Then after that is going to be the 12 disciples. Then under that is going to be the 144,000 to elect all men. This is the next government that's going to rule forever, for eternity. There will be no army, nothing to overthrow this next government. There will be no answer. You see? There's going to be no answer for this next government, and it will not be like this. There will be no homosexuality. There will be no man on man, no drag queens, no promoting and pedophilia and LGBTQ rights. None of that. This government will be ran in order. You see, this is what the heathen do. It's all coming out, man. It's all coming out. Let me go to Joel. Let me go to Joel. Actually, I'll let this play, and I'll go to Joel.
LGBTQ community, a key plank of their party's policies. In October, restrictions on blood donations from homosexual men were lifted, and now, in the latest, Israel has widened surrogacy rules to include same-sex couples, transgender people, and
let me run that back one time.
From homosexual men were lifted, and now, in the latest, Israel has widened surrogacy rules to include same-sex couples.
You see? You see what they promoting over there in the land? They're promoting gay rights. This is what they're promoting in Israel. Let's go to Joel. We'll go to Joel. Joel 3:1, and it reads, For behold, in those days, and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. 2, I will also gather all nations. This is what the Lord is doing right now. He's gathering all the nations, and he said, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is where the Lord is. All these World War III is unfolding right before the world's eyes, and the Lord is going to gather all these nations: America, China, Israel, Russia, all of them, Iran, all these, and He's going to bring them down over there to the Levant, the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of judgment, and He said, and will plead with them there for my people. The Lord's going to plead for Israel, man, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Because look at this, man. Look at how the world is ran. It's just a big, filthy fucking mess. Look at this. This is going on in the Holy Land. You have to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. He said, and I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Israel. See? Whom they have scattered among the nations. Jake is. This is what these other nations have done. They brought us going all the way back to Deuteronomy. You know, on them slave ships. You know, and scattered us all through the Americas, all through the so-called Europes, and all these different lands. Man, Jake has been scattered. This is why, you know, starting with the apostles and the elders and the prophets on down at Great Millstone, we've been telling you, it ain't about color, man. It's about the spirit. You see, you know, people expect all, you know, they try to say all the tribes are so-called dark or, you know, so-called Negroes, you know, and they all look like Michael B. Jordan. You see? Lamar Jackson or something. That's how all the tribes look like. It don't add up. We've been scattered into all nations. The Lord said, and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. See, the Lord said, he said, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. You see, and that's what they've done. They put us in slavery. They've sold us for a boy for an harlot and a girl for a bottle of wine. They've sold Jake, man, into slavery, from captivity to captivity to captivity. This is it, man. This is it. You know, the lie of them being the people over there is up, and they don't fit the curses. You see, it says, I'll go to 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. 6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. You see, they've sold Jake, man, to the Grecians. And who are the Grecians? I'll wait. Who's the Greece? The Edomites. That ye might remove them far from their border. And where the Americas is way on the other side from this land, from Israel. It's on the other side of the world, man. Salakia 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. You see? It says 8, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. 9, this is what's coming. It's going to be continually employment. With you nations, you Elamites and Edomites and Japhites and Hamites, all you other nations are going to be sold into slavery, man. The Lord said, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. That's the so-called Negroes. You see, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Ultimately, Judah. You see, but the Negro tribes is the southern tribe would be the Jews. You see, but the head tribe is Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabeans, to a people far off, for the Lord have spoken it. 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. This is what the Lord is saying. You know, this is what's happening right now. War is being prepared. It says, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Let them come up, 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. And this is what's happening right now with that BRICS, with that Russia and China and Iran, all these nations that were, let the weak say I am strong. That's what's happening. You see? And that's what's happening. You know, you got North Korea, you know, 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, they didn't have that artillery like that. Now they got the weapons, man, and they're going to use them. They're going to use. That's why every day you keep seeing North Korea and these missile tests because they're trying to hit here. They want to blow this place up, America. But ultimately, this place, Israel, is going to be, they're going to be burned. It's going to be burned down too. Let me go to, let me close out with this with Micah. Let me close out with Micah. Micah 7 and 15, and it reads, according to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt, will I show unto him marvelous things. 16, the nations shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their hand upon their mouth, their ears shall be deaf. And this is what they gonna do, man. When they see this, the truth coming out. The truth is coming out. They're gonna lay their hand. They're gonna lay their hand upon their mouth, and their ears shall be deaf. You see, they're not gonna want to hear this, man. They're not gonna want to hear or see this, man. But they ain't got no other choice. It says, I'll go to 19. I'll close out with these last two. It says, he will turn again. He will turn again. He will have compassion upon us, on Israel. He will subdue our iniquities, and thou will cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. This is the elect, because the elect is all the sins that the of the elect have, and the elect get elected to the Lord. The elect. He said he's going to cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. They're going to be forgotten. The elect, it says 20. I'll close out with this. Thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob. The Lord said, thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob and the mercy to Abraham, which thou hast sworn. The Lord said, I've sworn unto our fathers from the days of old. Shalom.